Have you ever noticed? Right before something big comes into your life, you lose something. Before great love, loneliness. Before great success, loss. Before great peace, chaos. It's like the universe is saying, I'll give it to you, but first you need to make room. But why? Why does the universe do this? And more importantly, why do you resist it so much? Let me tell you something. This is not a coincidence. It's a rule. This is how the universe works. And most people live without understanding this. They cry over their losses. They ask, why me? And they never see the answer, because the answer is in the loss itself. There's a Zen story. A master and student are drinking tea. The student says, Master, teach me wisdom. The master starts pouring tea. The cup fills up, but the master doesn't stop. The tea overflows. It spills on the floor. The student is shocked. Master, the cup is full. The master says, like your mind, already full. To put something new in, you must first empty it. That's what the universe does too. Before giving you something new, it takes what's in your hands. Why? Because you won't let go yourself. You're working in an unhappy job, but you won't quit. Because it's safe. Because it's familiar. Because you're afraid. You're in an unhappy relationship, but you won't leave. You're afraid of being alone. You're afraid you won't find anyone else. You're friends with toxic people, but you won't walk away. Maybe they'll change, you say. Maybe I'm overreacting, you say. You have unhealthy habits, but you won't quit them. I'll start tomorrow, you say. Not now, you say, and the universe waits. It gives you chances. You feel the restlessness inside, but you ignore it. Then small signs come. Problems at work, more fights in the relationship, health warnings, but you ignore them again. It's temporary, you say. It'll get better, you say, and then the universe takes action. Forcefully, the job goes. The relationship ends. Health deteriorates. Money runs out. Friends drift away. All at once. Like there's some conspiracy, but there's no conspiracy. The time has just come. Your time to change has come, and you're still holding on. That's why the universe takes it forcefully. Is it painful? Yes. Is it necessary? Yes, because look, you're growing. You're changing, but your old life isn't changing. Your old job, your old relationships, your old habits, they're all staying in the same place. And after a while, there's a mismatch. That job feels too small now. That relationship feels wrong. Those friends feel foreign, but you don't let go because it's unknown, because it's familiar, because it's safe. And this is where the universe intervenes. Okay, if you won't let go, I'll take it, it says. Now, let me tell you about different types of loss, because each one teaches something different. Job loss, for example, one of the most common losses, and one of the most frightening. Because a job isn't just money, it's identity too, status too, purpose too. The answer to what do I do is usually your job. The answer to who am I is your title, then the job goes, and you don't know who you are anymore. The first few weeks you might feel relieved, like a vacation, but then anxiety comes, then panic. What will I do? You say, how will I survive? You say, but the real question is, who am I without my job? And this question is an identity crisis, an ego crisis, an existential crisis. But this is where growth begins, because for the first time, you're asking yourself, what do I really want to do? When you had your job, you didn't ask this question. There was no need. You felt safe. But when the job goes, the question becomes unavoidable, and you start looking for answers. Some people find the same type of job, same industry, same role. Nothing changes, but some people choose a different path. Maybe this is an opportunity, they say. Maybe I can try something different, they say. And that's when real change begins. Maybe there's a field you're passionate about, but never dared to try. Maybe there's a job you've always dreamed of, but said it's not realistic. When you had your job, you would never try it. Too risky, too uncertain. But when you have no job, you have nothing to lose. And taking risks becomes easier. Some people find their best work in their worst times. Why? Because they have no choice anymore. Either they change or they sink. And this pressure creates miracles. Now let's look at relationship loss, perhaps the most painful loss. Because you lose a job, you find another job. But you lose someone, they're unique. They're irreplaceable. When a relationship ends, you're not just losing that person. you're losing many things. You're losing the shared dream, marriage plans, dreams of children, the thought of growing old together. All of it goes. You're losing the routine, morning coffees, evening conversations, weekend trips. Everything that was habit goes. You're losing identity. We becomes I now, not a couple. You're single now. You're losing the future. Everything you planned, everything you imagined, everything you expected, all of it vanishes in an instant. And this loss can be devastating, especially in long relationships, especially in marriages. The first months are hardest. The habit is still there. Every evening you look at your phone, thinking you'll text them. You forget for a moment, then you remember, and the pain comes back fresh. Maybe you're afraid to go to places you went with them. Maybe you avoid mutual friends. Maybe you can't listen to songs. Everything is a reminder. Everything is pain. But time passes slowly. Days turn into weeks. Weeks into months. Months into years. And one day you wake up and you realize you went a whole day without thinking about them. Then another day, then a week, and you realize you're starting to feel good, not just not bad, actually good, because you're discovering something yourself. In the relationship, you had lost yourself. Without realizing it, slowly you were living according to their wants, acting according to their needs. You had stayed in the background, but now you're alone, and you're rediscovering who you are. What do you love? What do you want? What are your dreams? What are your values? You didn't answer these questions when you were in the relationship, because there was no need. There was we, but now there's only I, and you're learning I. And this learning is empowering, because for the first time, you're living for yourself. Maybe you're doing things you've wanted to do for years, but couldn't. Maybe you're going to places you dreamed of going, alone. And you discover that being alone isn't loneliness, it's freedom. Then one day, someone comes into your life, but this time, it's different. Because this time, you're a complete person. You're not looking for a missing piece. You're not looking for completion, you just want to share. And this relationship is much healthier than the previous one, because there's no dependency, no need, only choice. What about health loss? This is perhaps the most frightening, because health is the foundation of everything. If you don't have health, you have nothing. When you get a serious illness diagnosis, the world stops. Time slows down. Everything becomes meaningless. Things that mattered yesterday seem ridiculous today. That meeting, that project, that argument, all of it's so pointless. And for the first time you realize health is more valuable than everything. But you don't just realize this. You see other things too. You see the value of time. Because maybe you don't have much time. Maybe a few years, maybe a few months. And this awareness changes you. You stop dealing with nonsense. You focus on what matters. Spending time with family, telling your loved ones, I love you, watching the sunset, listening to birds sing, small things. But actually, big things and relationships change. You don't want to spend time with toxic people anymore. Your time is too valuable. You don't want to be with people who drain your energy. You only want to be with real people. People who love you. People who accept you as you are. And a cleansing happens. Everything unnecessary leaves your life. Unnecessary people, unnecessary activities, unnecessary worries. Only the essence remains. Only what's real remains. Some people beat the illness, some don't. But both change, because facing death teaches you how to live. Illness teaches you the value of health, and if you survive, you're no longer the old person. You're someone new, more conscious, more grateful, more alive. Let's also look at money loss, because money is very important in the modern world. Money means security, freedom, options. But money is also ego, status, identity. The question, how much do you earn, feels like the question, how much are you worth? Then money goes, maybe you lose your job, maybe your business fails, maybe you make a bad investment, and suddenly you're broke, maybe in debt, maybe can't pay rent. This is very scary, because it's survival fear. How will I get by? Fear. But you discover something, that it's not as important as you thought. Yes, it's important, but it's not everything. When you had money, you were buying many things. But did they make you happy? Really? That car? That house? Those clothes? They all excited you for a while. Then you got used to them. Then you wanted more. But when you have no money, Simple things make you happy. A conversation with a friend, a walk, a sunset, free things, but priceless things. And you realize that happiness can't be bought with money. It comes from within. Money can give you comfort, but it can't give you peace. You can buy things, but you can't buy meaning. And this realization is liberating, because money no longer controls you. You control money. When money comes, you use it more consciously. You spend it on what really matters, not on unnecessary things. And an interesting thing happens. Those who earn money again after losing it usually earn more. Why? Because their relationship with money has changed. Money is no longer their master. They are money's master. Now let's talk about resistance, because this is very important. When loss happens, you have two choices: either resist or accept. Resistance looks like this. This shouldn't have happened. This is unfair. Why me? Acceptance looks like this. This happened. What can I do now? What can I learn from this? Resistance prolongs the pain. Acceptance begins healing. But most people resist, because resistance is a natural reaction. The brain sees change as a threat. Known is safe. Unknown is dangerous. That's why your brain says, go back to the old life. Get back what you lost. Let everything be as it was. But this is impossible. The river flows. Time moves forward. Life changes. And the more you resist, the more you suffer. The current is strong. You have two choices. You can swim against the current. You struggle. You get tired. But the current still takes you, only it becomes much harder. Or you can swim with the current. You surrender. You relax, and the current takes you, but this time it's easy. Life is like this too. There's flow, there's change, there's evolution. If you resist, you suffer. If you surrender, it becomes easier. But surrendering is not giving up. This is very important. Most people confuse them. Giving up means I don't care anymore. It's being passive. It's being helpless. Surrendering means I accept what I can't control. It's being active. It's being powerful. There are things you can control. There are things outside your control. You can control your attitude, your effort, your choices. Outside your control, results. Others' behavior, the past. Surrendering is letting go of what's outside your control, but doing your best with what's within your control. Example, you lost your job. Resistance. This is unfair. I should get it back. My boss made a mistake. Surrender. Okay, the job is gone. Now, I'll look for a new job. I'll update my resume. I'll network. Do you see the difference? In both cases, the situation is the same. The job is gone. But the approach is completely different. One is stuck in the past. One is focused on the future. One is a victim. One is powerful. And the result? The one who surrenders recovers faster, finds a better job, becomes happier. The one who resists stays in anger, looks for someone to blame, and life can't move forward. Now let me tell you more practical things. How do you apply these in daily life? First step, awareness. Observe yourself every day. Ask, what am I resisting? Maybe you're resisting a situation, maybe a person, maybe a feeling, and notice. Just notice. Without judging, without trying to change, say, I'm resisting this moment. Say, interesting. Second step, breathe. When you feel resistance, stop. Take a deep breath. Breath brings you to the present, gets you out of your head, brings you to your body, and the body is always in the present. Your mind can be in the past or future, but your body is now. Third step, acceptance phrase. Say, this is what's happening right now. Simple but powerful. Saying this is what's happening right now doesn't mean approving the situation. It's just accepting reality. The weather might be rainy. You might not like it, but it's real. And resisting won't keep you dry. Opening an umbrella is sensible. Fourth step, separate what you can control. Ask, what can I control? What can't I? Let go of what you can't control. Focus on what you can control. Fifth step, find meaning. Ask, what can I learn from this situation? Every difficulty carries a lesson. Maybe it's teaching patience, maybe resilience, maybe humility. When you find the lesson, the situation becomes more meaningful, and meaning reduces pain. Sixth step, gratitude. Difficult but powerful practice. Ask, what can I be grateful for in this situation? Maybe your health is still good. Maybe your family supports you. Maybe you have a roof. Maybe you can breathe. There's always something, even if it's small. And gratitude changes perspective. You start talking about what you have, not what you lost. 7th step, action. Surrendering isn't doing nothing. It's doing the right thing. Ask, what's the most constructive thing right now? Then do it. Maybe talking to a friend. Maybe taking a walk. Maybe sending job applications. Maybe getting therapy. You can always do something, even if it's small. And 8th step, patience. Transformation takes time. Healing takes time. Don't pressure yourself. Don't say, why am I still sad? Don't say, why am I still suffering? It's normal, natural, human. Show yourself compassion, like you would show a child. Be kind, be understanding, and remember, you'll get a little better every day. You might not notice it, but you will. One day you'll look back, and you'll see how far you've come. Now, let me tell you one last truth. The universe takes everything from you before giving you everything. But this is not punishment. It's a gift. When your hands are empty, you can hold new things. When your heart is empty, new love can enter. When your life is empty, new possibilities open up. And this emptiness can be scary, but it's also beautiful, because emptiness is potential. Emptiness is freedom. Emptiness is beginning. The caterpillar makes a cocoon. Inside it transforms completely. The old form melts away. Nothing remains. And from this emptiness, from this nothingness, the butterfly is born. You're the same. Your old self is melting. It's painful. It's frightening. But from this melting, the new you is born. Stronger, wiser, more real. Be patient. Trust. Surrender. Because the universe knows what it's doing. Even if you don't know, the universe knows, and one day you'll understand. That loss was the greatest gift. That ending was the most beautiful beginning. That death was actually rebirth.